For my last video, Zach had turned himself into a pumping engine after being too reckless. This means that we have to do extra work, perhaps. Unfortunately, we couldn't have enough, so for some reason, some random portals came out of nowhere that allows us to go to other countries and allows us to have extra work, perhaps. And however, according to this, the wagons and rolling stock, including engines, are allowed to pass through it. So, instead of that, the southeast of this railway must make sure that it runs harder before Mr. Bracken got broke. So he still had enough money to buy 2 engines though, and he'll later buy 2 more. And that's why we got 2 engines. Wow, long time no see, eh, Mark? A big part of the accent, it's Marcus, not Mark. Okay? Besides, who is your friend back there? The name's Psycho, a patented Great Western tank engine that works in the Great Western Railway like you. But Daxton, how do you know him? Well, it all started in 1936 when I became a goods engine. When my return journey, I see Mark passing by me. That's why when 1957 I was saved from scrap to be sold to the National Railway Museum. That's why I got to you first. And Psycho, what happened to your other eye? You don't want to know about it, or I can just tell you about it. Fine, I'll tell you about it. When it all started, when I was pushing a goods train in 1958. But goods train was too heavy, so we began slowing down and rolled back. I didn't saw it coming, so it scratched my eye. So one of the wood frames scratched my eye. Oh. Well, you two should probably go get repainted and get new numbers. Yeah, you don't want to know about this. Since you don't even know who Psycho and Daxton is, that both of them are she's number 9 and he's number 10. And I don't know on the others. Yes, you can see their names. But still, these 2 will be on the spotlight, or maybe not, because this show is just all about code passengers or not. So yeah, this will be lazy. So if this video is bad, so you could just dislike it, whatever you like, and then the show will be cancelled. But if you like it, then the show will be continue. Oh wait, now where was I? Okay, thank you, Mr. Storyteller, for telling us about that. Now then, where is the work so we can just get repainted? Down the main line. It will show you there. So after they got repainted, they were relocated on the mainline shed. Sadly, they didn't have that much work. All they did was just watching locals just racing into the tunnel to get to the other station, while other locals exit the tunnel for visiting time. And yes, this is train simulator. It's because you can see that gap over there in the top left, on the top right, and that gap over there in the top left. So yeah, please ignore that. Well, this is racist. What do you mean? I don't see any difference around here. Well, it's because we just sit around doing nothing but just to wait to get jobs, because we're sitting in a exit and enter tunnel. Well, at least you have been turned into a pumping engine like that engine that we saw last time. Fine. But remember, Daxton, one day we'll go outside for the first time and we'll see the world for by ourselves. Okay, we'll see. for like 2 or 3 years. Okay, let's just say that it's just only 2 days. After 2 days, Mr. Bratton finally have got jobs for them for absolutely no reason, because this is just only the bloody second. Okay, since you two have been sitting around like 2 days, I decided to give you a good duty. Since you notice, you must be careful on the main line. As a matter of fact, you two have to go over like 5 or 10 miles an hour, since it's because this is a British rail line. Due to the lacking reasons that we agreed to connect the railway to the controller, since the Bluebell branch line is getting a little old. Besides, also we got to make sure that all the branch lines and freight lines, along with the British main lines towards the United Kingdom, you two have to go slowly down the lines to branch lines to see any maintenance or mainline goods duties.
Meanwhile, in our universe.
Boy, I hope I don't get hit myself by a train when I'm holding these diamonds. That's what you get for sleeping with my wife.
I win! No fair, I want a rematch!
Oi, careful you two!
Oh, don't bother yourself out, there's no damage.
You should have been looking where you were going, small engines.
Bill, Ben, were you two racing each other again?
No?
Are you lying, Bill?
No? Yes?
Why, you lying piece of— Get on the ground!
Wait, no, please don't! Ah! Oh, God! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! I'll just be shunning my trucks out of the way.
Hold up, Ben! You too!
Wait, no! Ah! Oh, my God! Oh, my God!
I should have never been taking the wrong coal bunker. How stupid am I? So, I suppose you're also going to go to the works. Well, yes, while I'm gone, who's going to take care of my passenger train? Don't worry, I'll ship you to the engine works. They'll probably find out what's wrong with you. Yes, but my boiler tubes are getting a little rusted since over the years. Well, you two should take my passenger train. But we're just goods engines, not just like steam engines that take care of passengers. Remember last time, Daxton told me that he used to pull a passenger train. Well, Daxton, I think you should teach Psycho how to pull a passenger train properly. She never pulled them before.
Who put you in charge?
Until the rest of the day, Psycho and Daxton rather start out on the mainline station, because it was only the station available to head towards the branch lines. But however, things usually run like clockwork, and she always had to suffer delays about it. If that wasn't enough, she also had to suffer Levi after she tried to take his advice, and I gotta say, she got really pissed when she took Levi's advice. Hello? What are you doing with that passenger train? What do you think? Taking this to the branch line? Well, up in the hill, it's not too steep, so you won't have a double engine to take care of you. For God's sake, in a cylinder gear valve blocks by tissues. Are you sure about that? I would never take advices to a stupid boy like you as a 14XX.
Do it now before I send you to the scrapyard.
Okay, fine. I'll take your stupid advice. But if you're playing this a prank, then I'm gonna kick you out. Doors were locked, the guard blew his whistle, and the train set off. However, Psycho did struggle to do her train properly. The train she was going well, but she can't even go faster than 18 miles per hour. And eventually, when they reached towards the steepest branch line slope in the freaking British Railways branch line history, she gets slower and slower, and then she stopped. God dang it. I want to go talk to the guard. Driver, where are you going? I thought you were going to stick with me now. I have a plan to get us over the hill, Gambron. Okay, so now, here's my plan. What is your plan? So we'll leave the boxcars on the hill, take the rest of the passenger train, went onto a siding, leave the coaches on the siding, uncouple from the coaches, go back downhill, collect the boxcars, and then regroup the train. Are you sure about that? I mean, North Ireland had an accident on the Albert train disaster. It will be fine, trust me. However, that didn't go as planned of cyclist driver. At the time they uncoupled from the train and the brake shoes were on the vans, she bumped the cars with a slightly push, and just like that, the vans started to roll away. Luckily, the boxcars may be going that slow, but however, they were starting to speed up as they reached down the hill. But to make matters worse, things can go wrong. Nobody didn't notice that Daxton was coming in the opposite way with the passenger train. People didn't see him. Well, there he is. He's just slowing up. Okay, anyways, when Daxton approaches the curve, he notices that the train boxcars were in front of him. And let's just say he didn't make it out alive. Is anything alright back there? Nein, die Mutter war nicht sicherlich gefunden, können Sie D261 sehen? Does it look like that I am not fine? I'm perfectly okay. Sally though, since Daxton was a J50, this would need him to be a complete overhaul when he returns back to set. And also, however, he was still part of the Northwestern Railway, and he can't go on his underpower. As a result, Daxton will have to be shipped by